1, 2, 3. Testing, testing, 1, 2. Check, check, 1, 2.
Did you find a pen?
I did. I usually have like 6 in my bag. I don't know where they've all gone. Slowly lost them all. First game of the season, Blues. Check, 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 check. LeBan, where are you? 6.
Oh, I couldn't find a single extension cord this morning. Could not tell you where they went.
16. 18. Aaron Anderson. Jerome Sharan. 23. 27.
Have you eaten here? No. The chicken roll's unreal. Good? Really, really good. Practice from the clubhouse?
Just over there.
Yeah, that's it.
They're well prepared today. It takes forever to get food in the clubhouse, but
Yeah, I know.
because of the big crowd today, they've done extras.
Yeah, it's like 3K or something.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
They will have made fair whack of money out of this day.
Certainly.
They had to pay North Geelong for them to bring the game here, but they take the game.
True,
Yeah. It was North Geelong's home game.
Oh, it's home, yeah, true. What did the mic have?
Are we ready for a mic test? Live from Churchill Reserve, Fox Street, is St Albans Dynamo taking on Dandenong City. Can you hear me, Bucks? Hey! Don't fucking touch that! It's not yours!
Yeah, he's got a little wireless face mic down there. Comtest, testing, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing, testing. We're here at Churchill Reserve on a sunny evening. Sun's out, grass is nice. A little bit of a breeze coming in from the west, but other than that, great playing conditions. Yeah, it was someone yelling before. It was a commentator. There's a bunch of kids fucking with his wireless mic. But yeah, that won't be like that during the game. It was a bit of a belter, huh? Great, sweet. That's his, that's his. Yeah, it is, yeah, you don't want to invest.
Kept his footing in the area. Still Josh Home. Oh, that is outstanding.
Sends in. It's a wonderful.
Behind.
Pullings. He picked the Roberto.
Gertz swings the ball in.
Round 1 in Senol NPL Victoria. And for the second year in a row, we have a Croatian derby on match day 1. A cross-town rivalry between St Albans Dynamo and Dandenong City. Last year, it was a barn burner, a 3-all draw at Frank Holohan Soccer Complex. Now, playing this time as the second part of a double-header, an all-Croatian double-header at Churchill Reserve. It's St Albans Dynamo who host Dandenong City in the early kickoff. North Geelong Warriors besting Melbourne Knights. The place has been thronging all through the afternoon. Not sure how many Chavapi rolls will have been sold by the end of the day, but they've done a roaring trade. It's been a fabulous occasion, and to cap it off, this one between the two top flight heavyweights. Dandenong City, last season's grand finalists, St Albans Dynamo, who we know can play outstanding football under Cam Watson. I'm going to start with a moment's silence. Minute silence, impeccably observed here at Fox Street. There are a few VIPs in attendance tonight to kick off the season. So a bit of pomp and circumstance about the opening to tonight's fixtures. Dandenong City in the all-white, St Albans Dynamo in the all-blue. Take you through the starting lineups as the formalities are completed. Between the sticks is Marko Bulic. We've got number 16, Michael Martinovic, who will play at right back. Number 18, Aaron Anderson, and number 3, Alec Mills. The pair reuniting the former partnership at Preston Lions, now continuing here at Churchill Reserve. Aaron Anderson, the new signing. Lockie Weir at left back. The new man, number 14, Atsushi Inoue. Look out for him in midfield. The Japanese import, who's played all over the world, Germany, Brazil, and last in Portugal. There are big raps on him coming out of pre-season. Alongside him in midfield, Anthony Laban, another new acquisition joining from relegated Port Melbourne. And completing the lineup, Jerome Charan, the youngster who broke through into first-team football last season with aplomb, Mikael Platt, and Lloyd Isgrove, with Nicholas Cook playing, we suspect, as the attacking midfielder behind Platt. Take you through Dandy City's 11. There's no spot in the starting lineup for Pierce Clark. Instead, he's on the bench. And last season's backup, Matthew Marham, comes in between the sticks. Jack Webster and Harry Ascroft, the new man from Hume City. Two very experienced operators, both absent from today's squad. Gaku Inaba in central defence, alongside Jack Parai-Cullen, who played all 6 of the group stage games in the Australian Championship with Canberra, Croatia, and has earned a move south of the border. Valley Chesnick at right fullback, Corey Sewell at left back, Danny Kim and Jamie Latham in midfield, alongside Brad Plant. A front three of Will Bauer, Tim Atherinos, and the big signing, the number 9, Xander Guy. And it's a return to Fox Street for Xander Guy. He may not get the warmest of receptions here. Departed after the 2022 season for Avondale, where he went on to lift the NPL Victoria Championship and Premiership double under Zoran Markovski. He is a big signing if he can get fit and firing for Dandenong City. The big shoes to fill, of course, replacing Kenny Athew, who's gone to Brunswick Juventus. On the bench for Dandy City today, as we kick off, is Pierce Clark, Archie McPhee, Matty Gofku. Well, there's already tempers flaring inside a minute here, and Adam Bavka, today's referee, has got some sorting out to do. Dandy City viewing it as unnecessary that clearance was smashed in not once but twice into the nearest player. And a talking to early doors for Will Bauer. And Nick Cook. Looks in fact as if Jerome Sharan is going to play that number 10 role with Cook on the right. Inaba. Too high for Xander Guy. Just take you through the rest of that bench now. Matty Goffku, George Lambatterides, the experienced campaigner, returns after he was injured at the back end of last season. Malika Boozba and Jackson Leno. Aaron Anderson, in his Dynamo debut, is wearing the captain's armband. He's threaded a nice pass through into midfield, and now it's out to the right for Martinovic to cross. Nice shape on it, no one arriving at the back stick. Valley Chesnick turns it behind for a corner. Thought about the short one, and it will go short from Dynamo. Inoue to Lloyd Isgrove. The Welsh international couldn't set his feet and was caught in possession by Latham. What a signing he could be, Lloyd Isgrove, reuniting with Cam Watson. Watson was the coach who brought him out to Australia with Hume City in 2023. Isgrove. Or 2024, rather, I should say. Cook. Martinovic. Inoue. Sharan. Goes back to Isgrove. Sewell. Deft turn past Cook. Sewell threads one into the channel for Xander Guy to chase. But the flag was up against the number 9. He did sign for Preston Lions last season. Never played in a competitive fixture after doing a serious injury in pre-season and then departing the club back to his native Queensland. Inaba. The chest of Atherino. Sky. Laban. Threaded wide to Nick Cook. Laban drills it to the back stick. And Valley Chesnick had to be sure of his bearings there. Could have easily turned it behind or into his own net. He keeps it away from Lloyd Isgrove, who was closing in on that back stick. Dynamo have to settle for a corner. And swinger onto the goalkeeper, and Matthew Marham claims. Not without a bit of contact from Mikael Platt, who's forthcoming with the apologies. Chesnick to take the throw. Anderson, well won by the captain. Laban into the channel for Platts. Here's Grove in swinger. And Marham held it well while gazing into the sun. You can see the goalkeeper sporting a cap. Very old school. It's a necessity with the setting sun here in the summer months. And that's Alec Mills. With the clearance, it's off Inouye and out for a Dandy City throw. Inaba. Laban. Inaba. Down the line to Corey Sewell. And then Danny Kim was caught late by the challenge of Anthony Laban. Looked like a painful one. And Adam Mavka will be forced to reach for his pocketbook for the first time this afternoon. A yellow card for Laban. Turned over by Dandy City, and now Mikael Platts shows too much of the ball to his opposite number, Jack Pariah-Cullen. Real opening there for Dinamo. They did not make the most of it. Platt working hard to win the ball back again for St Albans. Inaba with a foot in. Dinamo corner. Enterprising work from their big number 9. Going to be an in-swinging delivery into a crowded 6-yard box here. Danny Kim was the first man at the front post, and it did not beat him. Martinovic. Here's Grove, trying to feed one through. Nice idea. Just out of the reach of Sharan. Laban striding forward in possession. Still Laban. Too much on it for Cook, who did not read his teammates' intentions. Headed into touch by Martinovic. Dandy City want to push the pace here. Sewell. Back to Latham. Stretching was Inoue. Back to Isgrove. Isgrove still going! And fires well over. Did terrifically well to keep his feet. If he hit the deck, undoubtedly he would have got a free kick. But Lloyd Isgrove had his mind set on only one thing, and that was goal. Unleashes a powerful strike that clears not only the goal, but the fence behind it. It looked good coming off the boot. And the Welshman making a strong first impression in the early moments here. So it's going to be St Albans' ball. Bauer. Sharan. Onto Platt. Dynamo trying to hit in transition. It's a beautiful ball from Platt. Isgrove cuts inside. Isgrove, oh, he's missed. Did the hard part and rolls it wide of the target. You would have put your house on Lloyd Isgrove, rippling the back of the net there. It was a flowing counter from St Albans. An inch-perfect through ball from Mikael Platt. Lloyd Isgrove had his marker on skates, did the hard part and rolled it wide. Even he couldn't believe he'd missed. Oh, St Albans, by rights, should be a goal up, but for their own profligacy in front of goal, which was a repeated theme of last year. Cam Watson will be hoping they don't make it a habit in 2026. Mills climbing, said he was tunnelled. Xander Guy used his body effectively in the opinion of the referees. He found Brad Plant, who was the wrong side of the last defender. Pretty promising field position for Dandy City there. They did not make the most of it after play was waved on by Adam Bavka. Martinovic. Cook stretching and couldn't reel it in. Naba stabbed at it and lost it. Laban. Swept up at the back by Valley Chesnick. Guy is bundled to the turf. Wants to take it quickly. Bavka says the ball was rolling. Well, neither bench was happy with that decision.
He's going towards goal.
Inoue. Martinovic. Cook. Dandy City ball. Danny Kim chips it wide to Atherinos. Deflected cross. Laban couldn't get it clear. Handy City still on the attack here. Chesnick drills it to the back stick. Martinovic can only head it to the top of the box. Sharan, moonraker of a clearance. Still they don't have their lines totally clear, but Mikel Platt looking to roll his man. Well defended by Parayich Cullen. Sewell. Isgrove. Still going, Isgrove trying to thread the gap. Cook couldn't get there ahead of the goalkeeper. It was an impressive run from Isgrove. An impressive vision too. But the margin of error was just too narrow. Isgrove. Mills. Anderson. Well up with Sewell. Plants. Pushes it down for Bauer. Will Bauer again. Dribbling into traffic. Handy City still on the attack. Martinovic does well. Platt's layoff lacked a bit of purchase. And Inaba was able to at least delay Dynamo. Mills gives Isgrove something to chase. Apparently Chesnick's been very busy in this first half. Isgrove chops inside him. Bauer. Oh, he went for goal. And ironic jeers go up from the Dynamo bench and supporters, as that one nearly goes out for a throw. Not what Will Bauer had in mind. Guy on the spin. Good purchase on the shot, but it was too close to Marko Bulic in the Dynamo goal. But just a quick glimpse of what Xander Guy can do for you up front. Only takes him one or two touches to poke a hole in your back line. Plants. Latham. Atherinos now for Dandy City. Trying for the 1-2 with Latham. Hopeful appeals from Hajduk for a penalty, which Adam Bafka never showed any real interest in. High one for Corey Sewell to backtrack. Cook making a nuisance of himself and winning possession. Well done from Nicholas Cook.
But the one that has all the trees. The one where you walk through.
Mills.
Like you got to get a ticket, then give it to them, then down. The one that doesn't have like the meatballs, which is
Back to Matt Marham.
you go to that one when you get it.
This game hasn't exploded to life yet, but we've seen glimpses of what both teams are capable of.
And then you
Still early days.
and then they give the other team.
Neither side with too much turnover in comparison to some of their competitors in the transfer market in the off-season. Dandy City still have Pierce Waring to come into the equation. He's a goal scorer of some repute, especially a couple of years ago with Green Gully. He was a late signing in the window though, needs a couple of weeks to get up to speed.
Stay, don't press. Stay shape.
Gooch for Mills. Grove dropping deep for a touch. Aaron Anderson. Martinovic. Narva knocks it back to his goalkeeper. Delicate dink for Chesnick. It's a rather tough one to take. And he opts for the chest and volley. Brad Plant couldn't do much with that. A rare start for Brad Plant. Almost all of his appearances last season were as a substitute. The former Scarborough man has been entrusted from the offing by Nick Tolios this week. Of course, a new season is a fresh slate for everybody involved.
Cut up one side now, cut up one side. Yeah, we're going to go. Up, get up!
Patient build-up from St Albans here.
Timmy, stay! Timmy! Timmy!
Still yet to have a breakthrough in this Croatian derby. Lloyd Isgrove with the game's best chance. Smart 1-2 between Cook and Martinovic. Martinovic whips it in. Isgrove with the stooping header. Couldn't get significant purchase on it.
Yeah, Mickey, again!
Now Lockie Weir. Platt has drifted wide, taking on Chesnick. Cross was charged down. Another corner for St Albans. They've had a handful of these. Let's see if they can make something of it. Everybody back for Dandenong City. That one's held up in the breeze. Marham gets a touch. And we'll have a retake from the opposite side. Lockie Weir jogging across. It'll be his left boot. A mid-season signing in 2025, Lockie Weir from Caroline Springs George Cross, who of course went on to be promoted. Previous top flight experience with Hume City, playing with his brother Michael. Weir. Inouye.
Get up! Get up! Get up!
Offside flag up. And Dandy City will have a free kick on the edge of their own box.
What is that? What is that? What?
Flicked on by Xander Guy. Atherinos. Threaded through. Will Bauer couldn't wrap his right boot around it. Dandy City can reset here. Pariah Cullen. Plants gets free down the right. Brad Plants cutting it back for Latham. Latham unleashes. And it's blocked en route by Anderson. Now Dandy City have a corner. They'll send Inaba and Pariah Cullen forward for it. Jamie Latham, a more than capable hand at the set piece. Let's see what he can produce with this delivery.
Slide across, Planty.
Long shot from range from Chesnick. And that really lacked the venom or momentum to trouble Marko Bulic. Off his weaker left boot, I should say. Martinovic. Touch off Plants. Platt. Little back heel. Laban. Bauer. Again, pretty pedestrian build-up from Dynamo. Waiting for Dandy City to take the initiative with the press. Hajduk seem happy enough to sit off to a degree. Inaba shields it back to his keeper. Pariah Cullen punches one through the lines. It's a great ball. And Brad Plant was caught in the act by Anthony Laban. Laban's former side, North Geelong Warriors, victorious here in the curtain raiser against Melbourne Knights earlier this afternoon. We'll see if that proves a positive omen for Dynamo. Lots of space and time for Corey Sewell here to plot his route to goal. It's Bauer. Drills the cut back into the right area, but can only find Anthony Laban. Cushioned header from Chesnick, and Atherinos is unopposed. Sizing up his options. Atherinos finding Xander Guy. Not far from the target. It was a daisy cutter along the deck. Couldn't quite adjust his body in time. And that's the second time Xander Guy has threatened with a snapshot from the edge of the area. Sharan. Weir. Isgrove. Little 1-2 with Sharan. Cut back from Isgrove. Oh, Laban has skied it. Another beautifully constructed move from St Albans. And they can't make Dandy City pay. Well, up until the finish, that was textbook, straight from the training ground. And Anthony Laban couldn't keep his shot down. Latham. Chesnick. Weir was sliding in and did not meet his mark. Still going Chesnick. Plants. Cannons off his own centre forward. It's cut back again. And then cleared straight into Inouye. Slapstick comedy here as Soul almost picks out the top corner. The crossbar still rattling at Churchill Reserve, as we almost went from the ridiculous to the sublime. Corey Sewell desperately unlucky. He struck that so sweet and so true, and for all money, it looked bound for the top corner. It's just nicked the intersection of post and bar. And Dynamo this time on the team that are given a second life after two huge opportunities at the other end. Well, how this game is still 0-0, only these two teams will know. Laban fancies a strike from range. It's a vicious deflection and it's behind for a corner. Dandy City is certain that the shot cannoned off Mikael Platt. Guy, great use of the body. He felt he was held. Adam Bafka waves play on. Cook. In Arbor, no nonsense. He was caught late there. So we'll have a free kick just where Gaku and Arbor cleared the football. Just on the follow through. Gets cleaned up there, Gaku Inaba. No intent about it. Mara holds up in the wind. A wind that is against Dandy City in this first half, and it's gradually increasing in velocity. Anderson chips up the line and it doesn't stay in play. Offside flag up against Mikael Platt. Played here in the first half and still scoreless in the Croatian derby. Lloydies Grove, Anthony Laban for St Albans Dynamo going close and fluffing their lines. Corey Sewell desperately unlucky as his shot from range clips the intersection of post and bar on its way over. Plenty of attacking promise shown by both teams. Runs through a tight gap from Weir for Laban. Parach Cullen to chase it down. Isgrove's got the wheels to get there. Sharan up in support. Jerome Sharan! They had the keeper on his haunches, but Gaku Inaba saves the day for Dandy City. Latham turning back into traffic, uncharacteristic from him. Not had the best first half. Well, the most influential, as we're used to seeing from Jamie Latham. He hit a purple patch of form at the back end of last season that was a sight to behold. Now Xander Guy opening up his stride. Alec Mills does enough to touch it out of play. And the Dynamo home support really finding their voice now. Mara. Building up across their own back line again. They're forced backwards to Marko Bulic. That will please Nick Tolios. Dynamo have been forced to go long. Corey Sewell correctly guessing that one was trickling out of play. Just under 5 minutes left in the opening stanza. Latham couldn't keep it alive. Martinovic. Both these St Albans centre halves have been in A-League Academy systems and even broke through to the senior team. 14 appearances for Melbourne Victory for Aaron Anderson. Alec Mills, a long-time Melbourne City player. And they're comfortable with a possession-dominant approach. Mikael Platt threads one down the line. It's a beautiful pass. Weir. And the guy flicks it on. Mikael Platt hasn't done too much in the penalty area, but when he's drifted into pockets of space deep and out wide, he's had some beautiful link-up play. Martinovic. Inaba. Brought down beautifully by Platts. Wilbauer gets the better of him. Corey Sewell. Latham to keep it alive. Really well done by Latham. Brad Plant tried to beat Aaron Anderson in an outright sprint, but Anderson had body position. Swirling winds here now at Fox Street. And it's Danny Kim going in late on Atsushi Inoue and earning his place in the book. A yellow card for the experienced central midfielder, and the second booking of the half. Just waiting to see how much stoppage time will be added. And up goes the board, 1 minute.
I know, but if you're doing it on the outside, it's the same thing on the inside.
To be added at the end of this first half, as signalled by the fourth official.
What do we do now? There we go, there we go.
Mills clips it forward for Laban to chase. Always a hopeful one. Dandy City have kept their shape defensively there. Nick Tolios still prowling the edge of his technical area. Cam Watson has been up and down all half. Chesnick. Picking out Sewell. Bowed across. No one attacking the back post. All the Dandy City players had held their runs. Kim. And Adam Bavka brings the first half to a close here. Testy at times. Thrilling at others. It's been an intriguing opening 45 for both these teams' seasons. St Albans Dynamo with the better of the chances, falling to Lloyd Isgrove and Anthony Laban, but both fluffed their lines at the crucial moment on their weaker left boots. At the other end, Corey Sewell can count himself mighty unlucky not to have scored an early goal of the week, if not goal of the season contender. Up where the Spiders live in the top corner, but the woodwork came to Dynamo's rescue. And so at the end of this first half, in this Senol NPL Victoria Round 1 Croatian derby, it is St Albans Dynamo 0, Dandenong City 0.
How you think?
Yeah, all right. I need to go put shaking the whole thing.
Hey, Ivan, can I pass this to you? I'm going to go talk to the match commissioner. Oh, I probably won't get it there. Probably not long enough. No. Oh, you got it? Thanks, mate. Let's leave it up there.
Tasman mate, Tasman mate, Tasman mate.
Thomas.
Ready to kick off here in the second half. St Albans Dynamo 0, Dandenong City 0. After the first 45 in this round one Senol NPL Victoria clash. A Croatian derby to start the season between these two for the second year in a row. We had a 6-goal thriller in 2025. It'll have to be an eventful second half to match that. We've come close on several occasions. Dynamo with a lot of possession and a couple of big opportunities. Lloyd Isgrove, after a beautiful through ball from Mikael Platt, putting his defender on skates and then shuffling a rather unconvincing left-footed shot wide of the target. Then Anthony Leban skying his effort after a really silky move through midfield and a cut back to the penalty spot. Dynamo have played some good stuff at times. Dandy City haven't been without attacking threats. Xander Guy firing 2 warning shots. Corey Sewell rattling the frame of the goal. Let's see if Dynamo can make something of this. We're stepping in. Thorinos sends it forward for Dandy City. Dynamo, of course, in the all blue. Dandenong City in the all white. Bullich. White to Mills. Perhaps his favoured left boot around that one. Parayach Cullen. Into his head like a tracer bullet. Lockie Weir will knock it back to Anderson. Leber. Nick Cook. Promising build-up here again for Dynamo. Sharan. Youngster picks out Nick Cook again. They're forced backwards to Martinovic. He's shaped across. Tried something a bit more intricate. And then Inoue, he's penalised for a shove. There's a little bit of afters involving Jamie Latham, who he's fond of stirring the pot on occasion in those sorts of situations. He can be a feisty customer, to say the least. Outstanding back half of the year last season from Latham. Really propelled Dandy City to the grand final. It's fallen to Brad Plant here. Trying to scramble for the ball on the deck. Inoue. Classy touch from the Japanese. And has his heels clipped. Anderson. Chesnick. Killed stone dead by Latham. Kaku Inaba sends it up the line. Bauer does enough to win the throw. Usually hits double digits in terms of goal contributions, Will Bauer. Handful of goals, handful of assists every season. Hasn't had much joy down that left flank tonight. Michael Martinovic has acquitted himself well on Dynamo debut. The former Dandenong City man who was promoted with Bentley Greens from VPL 1 last season under George Katsakis. They've had an off-season clear-out and a spending spree in the transfer market. Adam Bavka waves advantage for the foul on Lloyd Isgrove. Mikael Platt tries to carry the momentum forward up the left. Wins a throw in front of the hill. The vocal Dynamo support. Drowning back from Weir. Bauer. Plant. Lovely first touch. How about the second? Well, Marko Bullich was anxious to avoid the back pass rule there. Have to slide in and play it with his feet. Dandenong City will take a corner for their troubles. Latham to take. As Atherino short in support. Instead he drills it into the 6-yard box. Off Mills. They haven't cleared it yet. And it was Corey Sewell who was penalised for a drag back on the Dynamo defender. Big appeal from the St Albans bench, and it was heeded by Bavka. Very experienced official here in NPL Victoria, and he's managed the simmering tensions in this one pretty adeptly so far. Mills. Platt running the channel. Platt using his body brilliantly. No foul in the opinion of Adam Mathka. Cam Watson voicing his disappointment in the decision to the assistant referee. It wouldn't have been inside the penalty area. Now watch out for Lloyd Isgrove here, who's on his bike. Just didn't have enough in support there. Whenever he drifts infield from the left-hand side, you feel something's about to happen in attack for Dynamo. Well, Dinamo Hajduk is one of the biggest derbies in world football in Croatia. Got that on a smaller scale here. Not quite as much ill-feeling between these two clubs. Shove from Guy on Inoue. Rather obvious foul, despite Santa Guy waving his finger in protest. Leban. A few notable absentees for St Albans tonight as well. Joey Monak on the bench. Joey Cholina not in the lineup. No Josh Galevsky either. A couple of regular starters from last season. Maybe nursing injuries. Cook. Inoue. Martinovic. Teddy City aren't without their absentees either. Harry Ashcroft not yet included. Jack Webster, the captain, leader, legend at the back. Oh, that's beautiful work from Aaron Anderson. A stunning turn under pressure. He was under all sorts there. And draws a round of applause from his bench. And yes, without Jack Webster tonight, 340-game veteran of NPL Victoria. He's a couple of games off moving into the top 10 all-time appearances in the top flight, but he'll have to wait for those. The Victorian top flight, that is, of all time. Thank you to Tony Pasoglia for compiling those statistics last season for us. FE's resident historian. Leban. Dispossessed. Latham! Oh! Well, Marko Bulic didn't know whether to stick or twist. And it's taken a nasty deflection. And almost caught the goalkeeper out. And Jamie Latham, very, very smart there. Knew exactly where the keeper was when he took that shot. Not sure whether it took a deflection or whether it was just moving so sharply off the boot of Latham. Marko Bulic struggled to read the flight of it. Almost collided with his own goalpost there. Latham. Great shape on it. Oh, and it was bound for the top corner. And Jack Parajic Cullen just misses out on a debut goal. Really good delivery from Latham again. Firmly met by the Canberran. And flashes just wide, maybe wider than it looked from our angle. Weir. Little back heel. Marum. Headed back to his goalkeeper by Aaron Anderson. Anderson. Martinovic. Cook with something to chase. Cook takes it first time. And it almost nutmegs Matthew Marum. Just got enough on that to turn it wide. Oh, really, really good atmosphere here at St Albans Dynamo. Fox Street. Churchill Reserve has been pumping all day from the early kick-off between North Geelong Warriors and Melbourne Knights to the under-23s game to now. It's been a wonderful day for the Croatian community here in Melbourne's West. In swinger from the left. Dangerous ball in, and Xander Guy had to be at his best to turn that away. The big striker back defending in the 6-yard box and showed his value in that department. Really good delivery from Lockie Weir. And you just think a goal has to come at one end or the other. Both these teams have been knocking on the door all night. Scoreline not telling the full story of this game so far. Chesnick taking his time over this throw. Cook. Martinovic darting forward from right fullback. Still going Martinovic. Cut back towards Sharan. And it was always siding wide off the boot of Jerome Sharan. Another promising attacking move comes to nothing for St Albans. Dandy City are really under the pump at the moment. Just can't hit the target, Dynamo. It's the story of last season in a lot of ways. They've looked a lot better defensively today, it must be said, than last season, where they were quite porous at the back at times. They always generated a lot of scoring opportunities in just about every fixture and didn't make the most of a lot of them. Finished just outside the relegation zone in the end, where their form picked up big time at the back end of the campaign after the arrival of Nick Ansell. They went on a bit of a run, Dynamo, and started dreaming of finals football. Just tailed off right at the end, and thanks to a couple of late season wins from Altona Magic, who were desperate to escape relegation, they ended up finishing 11th. Probably didn't do their season justice. And it's a tough league, especially in that mid-table. It's always pretty congested, and NPL Victoria has never been as stacked with talent as it has been in these last two seasons. There are no easy games. So the guy lost his footing. Aggressive sliding challenge coming in. Naba knocks it into the advertising hoardings. Off Nick Cook in the end. a very enjoyable watch tonight. With a very healthy crowd. Not just those you can see on the broadcast, on the side opposite the broadcast, but it's packed out here on the hill as well. Difficult pass for Martinovic to handle from Weir. Sent forward in the direction of Platt. He's having his shirt tugged. I think the referee's missed that one. I think it's fair to say. He's getting swung around like an AFL tackle there. Cam Watson not happy, the Dynamo head coach, who's just below us. Inouye was caught late by Latham. Advantage given. And now Sharan hitting the deck. And the temperature's gone up a bit here. Dandy City free kick. Adam Bavka's going to bring it back. For a yellow card for Jamie Latham. That's good refereeing. Well, he may have missed the shirt pull on Mikael Platt. But he kept that challenge in the back of his mind from Jamie Latham, played the advantage and then brings it back for the yellow card, as he's entitled to do, Adam Bavka. Tempers fraying in both dugouts.
Relax, Jack. You're wide here. Jack!
Brad Plant almost had an unexpected opening there. He looks to the heavens. An hour played, still it's goalless. Anderson. Rather aimless long ball from Anderson, which is uncharacteristic compared to the rest of his distribution tonight, which has been pretty solid. Now it's Dandy City's turn to build from the back. Inaba. Bauer. Cushioned header for Latham. Latham with his sights set on goal. That was a wild, lashed effort, high and wide of the target. Weir. Sharan. Baraj Cullen. Alexander Guy is forced backwards by his marker Mills. Baraj Cullen. He's acquitted himself well on NPL Victoria debut. The signing from Canberra, Croatia. Sewell. Hangs it up high with his left boot. And a guy arriving too late. Marko Bulic with a confident claim. Plays.
Get high, Mickey! You don't need to be there. You lose your space there. You're going to go inside if you get locked. He's here. What is that?
Sewell.
For fuck's sake.
We wait for a breakthrough in the Croatian derby. Atharinos dropping deep to get a touch of the football. Latham now. Either side is yet at full strength, but they do have some talent in reserve on the bench. I believe, if I've seen the paperwork correctly, Joey Monek is going to be coming on for St Albans. He was on fire at the end of last season. And he's now closing in on 150 appearances for this club in the top flight, which is some effort, considering a lot of the football, or some of the football he played for them, was in the second tier as well. So a bona fide club legend about to make his introduction. I'm sure he'll get a great reception from the hill. Eastgrove, tidy stuff. Inouye the same. Dandy City chasing down every loose ball and lost cause here. And they do win it back. Brad Plants. Into Guy. Simple ball for Bauer. I do wonder on a narrow pitch like this whether the inside-out wingers at Dandy City are that effective. Not a lot of space to cut into. Maybe you need whatever width you can find. Plant on the half spin! And it wasn't too far away. Plenty of power off that left boot. In fact, I think that was Valley Chesnick who took that shot. Going on an adventure long from his, or far from his stated role of right back. Been a great goal for Chesnick to score. Almost puffed up on the left wing there. Dandy City rolling with the punches. Jamie Latham covered for him at right back, and Chesnick returning to his defensive position now. The back heel from Isgrove was a nice idea, but Mikael Platt, stretching out that left hamstring, was not ready for it. Oh, and there's a problem for Platt here. Latham was in no hurry to play the ball out of play for the injured Englishman. Chesney. And Isgrove. Well, there was no doubt about his intentions there. He was not pleased about the perceived lack of sportsmanship from Dandenong City and not putting the ball out of play. Of course, they don't have to. But Isgrove took the law into his own hands there. And now Mikael Platt can get some treatment. It was an ugly challenge from Isgrove, and that's the second Dynamo player to receive a yellow card tonight after Anthony Leban. Still waiting for that Dynamo change. I wonder whether they've reconsidered.
Guess what number you have? Your shirt.
No obvious replacement remaining in the wings for Mikael Platt. He was sharing that role a little bit with Josh Diven last season, who's gone to Melbourne Knights. Of course, played here earlier this afternoon. Meanwhile, Dynamo will have to defend with 10, at least for this free kick.
Latham.
Not swinging from Latham. It's a beautiful delivery. And Dandy City should have scored. Sander Guy against his former club with a golden chance. And he holds his head in his hands. He knows he should have done better there. That was the moment he was waiting for. A clear run on goal, an unmarked header, and he misses the mark, as has been the story of the night for both these two teams. Moments of promise. No end product. Archie McPhee is stripped off and ready to go. New signing. Guy hammering it straight at the goalkeeper. Cook. Spin from Cook. It's a free kick as he is felled. Well, that's going to be Xander Guy's last contribution. Still working his way back to full fitness after some time away from Victorian football. And so both strikers replaced, and the two number 11s coming on for either side are Joey Monek and Archie McPhee making his Dandenong City debut. A very reliable goal scorer in the second tier for Langwarrin. The last 4 seasons, he's netted 52 goals. Average of about 13 a year or so. That includes one of those seasons in NPL 3, or VPL 2 as it's now known, with Nunawading City. But he's been prolific on every stop. Only 8 goals last season for Langwarrin, but the year before, in 2024, he scored 16 for a team that was lower mid-table. So the Scotsman is pretty handy up top. What he lacks in maybe outright pace, he makes up for in finishing prowess and technique and close control. Cook doing the work down the left and winning a corner. The youngster Sharan to take. Back post deliveries. Deep one for Anderson to make something of. And it's cushioned pretty kindly into the arms of Matt Marham. Deputising for Piers Clark today, who's on the bench. I wonder whether that's a permanent shift in the number 1 goalkeeping slot for Dandenong City, or just something for this week. We'll have to wait and see. Inaba zips it into the feet of Latham. Latham looking for the switch out to Bauer. And Weir couldn't connect with the sliding challenge. On goes Will Bauer. Options in the middle. It'll fall for Brad Plant on the volley. And the Zidane-esque side volley technique is a tough one to master. Brad Plant, probably one of the players on the pitch you would have given the best chance of scoring a stunning goal like that, but doesn't get the clean connection this time. So it's Nick Cook who's going to play through the middle up top for Dynamo now. Definitely a position he's played before in his time at Western United in their academy setup. Starting to fill out that frame now as well, so in a pinch, the centre forward he will make. Joey Monek, much more diminutive frame out on the right hand side, is a pretty handy play when he cuts in on his left boot. He's been forced to deputise at left back in recent years for St Albans and has done so admirably. He's best used in the front 3. Long throw up the line from Sewell. Leban. Isgrove. Sharan helps it on. Joey Monek with a chance to stretch his legs. He wants it on his left. Still going Monek. Cutback misses everybody at the top of the box. Cook. Caught in his stride by Will Bauer. Fearless tackle from Inoue. He's left a little worse for that. Work to do for Murray. The flag was up anyway against Nick Cook. Scoreless in a game that's had plenty of goalmouth action. Surely it can't go on like this. McPhee. Bulch. Down by Cook. Latham. McPhee stretches. He had more time than he knew there. His top flight debut. Worked his way through the tiers of Victorian football, Archie McPhee. It'll be very interesting to see how he goes this season against top flight defences. Been a goal machine in the lower tiers. Dandy City with a sustained spell of possession here. Sewell finding Plants. Plants, the ball across the boxes. A little predictable, a little telegraphed, and Alec Mills is able to clear. Tinovic taking no chances. Paraj Cullen clears his lines. Anderson. Back to Bulch. Cook. McPhee. The back heel from Atherinos doesn't find its mark. You know he's been really excellent on debut in Senol NPL Victoria, it must be said. Japanese screening midfielder plays an unfashionable role, but does it, at least so far, with aplomb. Through a lot of running, distribution's been good. Hasn't shied away from a tackle despite his diminutive frame. He looks good value. There's the 3 visa players you're permitted, including one, or at least one AFC or OFC player. They have to be. You have to nail your visa signings in NPL Victoria. George Lambatterides is ready for his introduction for Dandenong City. He's a player who can definitely score goals from midfield and off set pieces. Maybe he can be the catalyst. Isgrove. Sharan. Cook was the wrong side of his man. Not the first time he's been caught offside. message from the dugout is clear for Dynamo. Got to be more compact. It's going to be Tim Atharinos who comes off. We'll get to see Lambatarides play on the wing. So we'll see what that means for the formation. Maybe Latham going wide. He's ever adaptable. Well, in fact, it's going to be Plant who drifts out to the right and Latham into the number 10 spot. Give him a bit more attacking freedom. Plant. Englishman goes to the byline. Latham! Great save with the boot of Marko Bulic. Plant. Oh, what a turn. Plant into traffic. And it's blocked by Mills. Dandy City really threatening there. Marko Bulic came up big. Brad Plant left a little worse for wear.
Good boy, keep walking. Come on, Dynamo.
11. Bulic claimed well. That shirt fronts McPhee after the physical duel, but I think the Scotsman was entitled to attack that. Mills. Isgrove. Trying to shake off his man. Isgrove back to his goalkeeper. He's such a technically proficient player to watch. You can see why he's made a Premier League appearance. He's played championship football with Southampton and others. Years of age now, Lloyd Isgrove, and aging gracefully in Senol NPL Victoria. Atsu Inouye running things from the base of midfield. Oh, Monek, what a touch that is. And Adam Bavka saw nothing wrong with the tackle from Lambatarides. Away springs Plant. Latham gathered at the second attempt by Bulic. And Latham went for a tumble. Inouye. Leba. Mills. Can anyone find a goal? Sharan. Both coaches might say the same thing about this game. We played well enough, created some chances, didn't take them. It was really anyone's game this, and it might be a share of the spoils in the end. Still plenty of time for either side to find a decisive goal. We want a bit of late drama in this competition. We saw it between Heidelberg and Green Gully last night. Goal disallowed in the 97th minute. An overhead kick at that for a contentious offside. A late turnaround from the champions Heidelberg, who bested Dandenong City in last season's grand final. They're off to a winning start. Altona 2, an impressive away win. Some fine goals they scored against Hume City. And South Melbourne with a confident performance after returning from their Oceania travels in Port Moresby. Certainly hasn't caught up with them yet. They were 2-0 victors away to Avondale today. Weir. McPhee. Well marshalled. Here goes Sharan, and now Cook. Cook using his body well to keep it alive for Dynamo. Easgrove. Switches the play to Monek. Leban. Monek. Sent wide for Martinovic. Martinovic to cross. And the cross is too deep. Cook too strong for Plants. No whistle. Leban. Easgrove. Easgrove to curl one! And it's a fine save by Mara. Just lacked a little bit of power to beat the goalkeeper. The trajectory looked spot on from our angle. That was sneaking inside the post, and it was a save that had to be made. Well, if there's one player who's going to come up with a moment of magic to decide this game, you'd bet on Lloyd Easgrove. What have Dynamo got left in the tank? To the back stick, no one arriving. And heads in hands on the St Albans bench once again. A triple substitution in the offing for Hajduk. It's going to be Will Bauer and Brad Plant. Well, they were about to make this triple substitution, but now they're concerned about Jack Pariach-Cullen. So there's been a bit of a delay. Looks like pickle juice being thrown on by Brad Plant. Bit of confusion. Put it down to round one rustiness. Off comes Bauer and Plants. And Jack Pariach-Cullen is going to be substituted as well after pulling up short. Corey Sewell to centre back, and Jackson Leno to left back. That's Malik Abuzba, highly rated youngster. He spent 4 years with this club and officially elevated to the first team squad after making his debut last season and scoring a goal as well. Matty Goffku has come on the right-hand side as well. So, two of the homegrown young products for Dandenong City getting an opportunity, and rightly so, given they lifted the under-23 title last season. Cook flicked around the corner for Sharan. Chesnick. Hooked upfield by Lambatarides. Too high for McPhee. Lambatarides onto the dropping ball. Tries to force one through for Goffku. Bullich knocks it long. Sharan stretching off his toe. It falls Dandy City's way. Latham. Square ball to McPhee. Back to Jamie Latham! And again they miss the target. And the ball just won't go in tonight at Fox Street. It's incredible. Jamie Latham with a golden chance. 4 minutes up for stoppage time. Will anyone take this game by the scruff? Change being ready on the Dynamo bench. It's going to be Alex Chepavorowski. Another one of the youngsters getting their chance in the first team. We're going to see a bit more of that this season with the new age restrictions coming in from Football Australia on a number of under-23s in the matchday squad. Under-20s as well, going to have at least one. That replaces the old player point system, which was a pretty internecine set of rules. Lambatteries. Chesnick. Goffku on the way through. Still going Matty Goffku. Kept it away from Isgrove. Lino. Lino to drive it in. Can't find a teammate. Jamie Latham furious with the lack of service. Martinovic forwards. Well, there's plenty of players who won't be sleeping well tonight after the chances they've missed. Hasn't all been down to one. Xander Guy could have been the hero against his former club. It's going to be Anthony Leban to come off. And Alex Chepovarowski. Into the midfield role. I think back to that missed Lloyd Isgrove chance in the first half. Corey Sewell hitting the woodwork. Jamie Latham just a couple of minutes ago. There have been that many nearly moments in this game. And no one could stick it in the back of the net. It's been on a knife edge all night, the Croatian derby. But for the second successive year, it looks set to end in a stalemate. His fixture in round one last year was a 3-3 draw. From memory, that was a game of curiously few chances and a couple of penalties where basically every chance was buried. It was clinical that day. This game, the complete opposite. Looking for a ball to come back from the crowd. And we can resume deep into stoppage time here. Last chance saloon for Dandenong City to steal the 3 points away from home. It's a long throw from Goffku. Sewell's flick on. Chaos in the 6-yard box. Archie McPhee can't turn it goalwards. And Marco Bulic pounces on the loose ball. Is there time for one last Dynamo attack? Cook. Monek. Back onto his left. Have to be quick here, Dynamo. Chepovarowski lost out. McPhee wins it back the other way. And it's a frustrating full-time whistle for both sets of players. They left so much on the table here. Dandenong City and St Albans Dynamo with a round one barn burner that just lacked the final finish, the final moment of drama, the decisive moment inside either penalty area. But a bit of rustiness in front of goal in this early season fixture perhaps will leave both sides ruining their missed chances. It was Lloyd Isgrove who should have put Dynamo ahead in the first half. Anthony Leban with a great look at goal as well. Corey Sewell were rattling the woodwork. And then in the second, Xander Guy with a glorious chance. An unmarked header. And Jamie Latham firing wide of the mark. Plenty of promising Dynamo attacks down the other end as well. But somehow, some way,
These two Croatian clubs have conspired to share the points. The final score at Churchill Reserve in round 1 in Senol NPL Victoria is St Albans Dynamo 0, Dandenong City 0.